In the middle of the escalating conflict between Israel and Iran, shocking news has rocked diplomatic and military circles. Reports have emerged showing the official jet, usually used by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, known as the Wing of Zion, landing in Athens, Greece. Iranian media quickly jumped on the story, speculating that Netanyahu had fled the country as the situation worsened. State-run Iranian outlets described the move as a sign of panic in Israel following a massive retaliatory strike from Iran. Even Israel's Channel 12, one of Tel Aviv's top media outlets, confirmed the plane landed at a military airport in Athens. So, was this just a tactical relocation, or did Netanyahu actually flee in secret? These rumors only gained more traction as air traffic in and out of Tel Aviv was completely shut down. Israeli skies were filled with tight missile defenses, air raid sirens blared all night, and major cities like Tel Aviv and Haifa braced for possible retaliatory strikes. There's strong suspicion that the Israeli leader may have left the country. Still, some security analysts believe it could simply be part of standard safety protocols. Under Israel and Greece's military cooperation agreement, Israel is allowed to use Greek military facilities in emergencies. But the jet's landing opened a new chapter in the region's rising geopolitical tensions. Meanwhile, the skies saw a confrontation that might rewrite modern Israeli military history, an operation called Rising Lion, where Israel claimed it had taken control of Iran's airspace. Israeli F-35 stealth fighters, symbols of top-tier American military tech, reportedly broke through Iranian air defenses and hit several key targets, including military installations and suspected nuclear program sites. But Iran's response came quickly and was just as dramatic. Within 48 hours, Iranian state media claimed that 3 Israeli F-35s were successfully shot down. One of them, they said, was flown by a female pilot who had been captured alive. This announcement came directly from the Iranian Revolutionary Guard's military spokesperson, who stated that Iran's Bavar 373 and Khordad 15 air defense systems had detected and intercepted the stealth jets in the Isfahan and Loristan regions. Brigadier General Amir Ali Hajizadeh declared, "Stealth doesn't mean invisible. We've proven that Iran is not defenseless." And if these claims are true, this would be the first time in modern military history that 3 F-35s were downed in a single operation. It would be a major blow to the credibility of American and Israeli defense technology, and of course a symbolic victory for Iran. But so far there's no visual evidence or independent confirmation of the incident. The Israeli government has chosen to remain silent. Western media suggest this might just be part of the intense information war heating up between the two countries. Global defense analysts are split. Some say downing an F-35 is technically possible, but doing it 3 times in 2 days? That's extremely rare, if not outright impossible, especially without any wreckage, radar logs, or solid proof. Still, one thing is clear. The information war has become just as deadly as missiles and drones. As the world focuses on the Israel-Iran clash, another tragedy continues unnoticed: Gaza. Once the center of international concern, it's now falling into silence again. While eyes are locked on Tehran and Tel Aviv, a small strip in the south is struggling to protect its people, even just at food distribution points. In Gaza, 11 people were killed in a single heartbreaking incident. They weren't fighters or armed men or soldiers. They were ordinary people. Mothers, children and elderly folks, just trying to get a box of food to survive. Some were shot, some were trampled, some were simply too weak to stand when the chaos broke out, all because of hunger. Over 20 people have died so far in the latest airstrikes that hit crowded neighborhoods. Hospitals can't handle the number of victims anymore. Electricity runs only for a few hours. Medical teams are exhausted and doing surgeries by the light of cell phone flashlights. Ambulances are running out of fuel. Babies are being born in total darkness. Mothers cry not from pain, but because they know their kids will grow up among ruins if they survive at all. International aid is struggling to get through. Organizations like UNRWA and the World Food Programme are facing huge obstacles. Food distribution is halted, the region is under siege, communications are down, and many parts of Gaza have turned into ghost zones. No signal, no internet, no voice. And ironically, Gaza has vanished from the top of global news agendas. The world watches the drones and missiles flying over Iran, but forgets there's a generation slowly dying, not from weapons, but from hunger and despair. The peace summit that was supposed to happen in New York has now been postponed. Diplomats are too busy debating the Israel-Iran escalation. Ceasefire talks, not even a priority anymore. Gaza has become a footnote again in the never-ending book of violence. There's no safe place left in Gaza. Mosques, hospitals, even schools have all been hit. People who were once told to evacuate to the south are now being attacked there too. There's no direction to escape to, no room for hope. And yet, in the middle of all this destruction, children still play, not because they don't understand the danger, but maybe because they've never known life without it. They were born under skies that never stopped roaring. They're growing up among rubble. This is the raw face of the humanitarian crisis. It's not about politics, it's not about religion. It's about the right to live when the world chooses to look away. Silent Gaza keeps screaming through complete silence. We don't know how this will end, whether Netanyahu really fled, or whether those F-35s were really shot down, or if it's all just a propaganda game in a much bigger war. But one thing is certain. Every missile launched into the sky, every bomb dropped on the ground, always lands on human beings. Not just soldiers, but also kids, mums, and people who just want to live. And if the world keeps choosing to watch and do nothing, history will remember this moment for what it truly was.